By now, you've all heard of Italian Wine Unplugged 2.0, the latest book published by Mama Jumbo Shrimp. It's more than just another wine book. The fully updated second edition was inspired by students of the Vinitaly International Academy and painstakingly reviewed and revised by an expert panel of certified Italian wine ambassadors from across the globe. The book also includes an edition by Professore Attilio Scienza, Italy's leading vine geneticist. The benchmark producers feature is a particularly important aspect of this revised edition. The selection makes it easier for our readers to get their hands on a bottle of wine that truly represents a particular grape or region. To pick up a copy, just head to Amazon.com or visit us at mamajumboshrimp.com.
Welcome to The Next Generation. I'm Victoria Cece. Join me as we chat with young Italian wine people shaking up the wine scene. We're going to geek out on a grape or grape fam, then hear about all the wild wine things our guests have been up to, from vineyard experiments to their favorite wine bars.
Hey guys, it's me, and you're tuning into another episode of The Next Generation, and we are back on the Vernaccia train. I'm actually not sipping wine right now, which is a terrible idea. I should be. I hope you are, though. So, today we have the wonderful Laury coming on. She is a student for VIA, the Vinitaly International Academy, and she's also a wonderful wine influencer. I don't like the word influencer. It bothers me. Personal opinion. However, that's the best word to describe her presence on social media. She has amazing content, which you can get those details at the bottom in the bio, whether you're streaming from Spotify or Apple Music or what have you. I'm a Spotify gal, but regardless. But before we get to Laury, who is a native of Corsica, we are going to talk a bit about a Sardinian grape varietal, because Corsica is in France. Yes, very good, very good. So we're going to go south to the island just south of it, Sardinia, which is part of Italy, because I want to keep it as close to home for Laury in my little grape description choices. So staying with Vernaccia, we're going to talk a little bit about Vernaccia di Oristano. And Vernaccia di Oristano is a really, really special grape. It also produces the Vernaccia di Oristano DOC wines, which are very, very unique and very similar to a Spanish wine that's very famous called sherry. And you may be going, and why is that? It's all comes down to the wine production. The grapes in those two wines are very different. Here we're dealing with a monovarietal wine made from the Vernaccia di Oristano grape. So, going into the facts about this great baby. Okay, it's from Sardinia. I already told you that. It has the same name as its denomination. So Vernaccia di Oristano, DOC Vernaccia di Oristano is the grape, kind of like Vernaccia di San Gimignano from a previous episode. Hope you tuned in for that. There aren't a ton of plantings for this grape. However, we have a pretty nice age range for the vines and even older, actually pretty awesome, 30 to 50 years or several over 50 years old. So established grape wines producing top quality grapes. The wine styles can range from dry to table wine to fortified versions, either dry or sweet, leading into that whole similar to sherry discussion. So the most interesting thing is these wines are aged in barrels that aren't completely full, right? So making the reference to sherry, we're talking about oxidative wines. Now, Vernaccia di Oristano is not typically fortified like sherry, but it is produced in that same method where the barrels are kind of almost like filled, I think it's like 90%. And because of that oxygen, the yeast babies, they need oxygen to survive. So they go to the top and they produce this layer of floor, kind of like protects and it helps develop those really complex oxidative notes in the wine. So Vernaccia di Oristano typically has this flavor of bitter almond, dried apricots, orange rind, hazelnuts, flowers, even herbs. These oxidative wines that Vernaccia di Oristano produces are considered one of the greatest white wines, actually, even though the production is very limited. And I've heard great stories. We had a gita scolastica with the Vinitaly Academy that went to Sardinia, I believe, a year or so ago, and they got to have an amazing tasting and visit wineries in this DOC, this denomination, and I heard it was phenomenal. So on that note, we are going to bring on our guest who is from the island north of Vernaccia di Orisano's home, Corsica, and let's have her on. And here she is. Ciao, Laury. Welcome to the podcast, The Next Generation. How are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
I am doing well. It's a beautiful day in Verona, so I can't complain. The sun is shining.
Nice.
How about yourself? Where are you?
I'm born in Germany, and the sun is quite shy here. It's not here often, but I can't complain. I'm good.
Okay, we'll try to bring this sunshine in with this conversation. But so tell us a little bit about yourself. We want to get to know you a bit, and then also want to know why you love Italian wine.
So I'm from Corsica. So currently I live in Bonn in Germany, but I'm based in Toulouse in France. And from Corsica, I had a huge influence from Italian wines, as French wines as well, of course. And I grew up with a dad who is a wine lover. So I always grew up with a lot of wine around me, good food, always. It was really important in my family. And when I was a kid, actually, my dad used to tell me to make a kiss to the wine, just to taste it without drinking it. So, it was part of my life since forever, it seems like. And then I went to, because I was a physiotherapist before, and I went to New Zealand because I knew physiotherapist wasn't meant for me, and I decided to change career. And in New Zealand, it was like a revelation, and I decided to go into the wine industry.
Super cool. I love what you said about your father with to kiss the wine. That's so precious. And so you grew up in Corsica.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in the north part near Bastia.
Wow, Corsica. I've never been to Corsica. I've been to Sardinia, but I can only imagine how beautiful it is to grow up there.
You have to go there. It's I cannot be objective, of course, but it's an amazing island, and the mountains are higher than in Sardinia.
What is one thing you miss the most about Corsica?
One thing, first my family, but
of course, that's a given. Sorry. Okay, besides your family.
I think the wines from there, because I'm really in love with the wines we produce there, and the food. We have some specialties that we cannot ever find anywhere else. So I think that. And the perfect combination between mountains and beaches. Good food, good wine, mountains, beaches. You can ski and go to the beach. It's perfect.
It's a dream. Wait, I know this is the Italian wine podcast, but could you tell us a little bit more about the special dishes? Like, what's your favorite dish from Corsica?
From Corsica, something I always eat when I come back. It's called miacioli, and it's a bit like sort of pancakes, but salted pancakes, between crepe and pancakes with cheese, really fresh cheese inside, called brochu. We are really a specialty from Corsica, and it's really simple, but my God, I love this. And the charcuterie from Corsica as well is amazing.
Oh my gosh, I can't pronounce whatever you just said, but it sounds absolutely divine. I'm going.
And the thing is, sorry, my dad is a vet, he's a veterinarian, so he used to take care of all the animals. So we always have like the perfect products, from artisan production, and so yeah. I'm used to good stuff.
Oh my gosh. Yes, you're blessed. That just sounds fantastic. I can imagine that childhood just I'm from a very industrial place, so I had a great childhood, don't get me wrong. I'm from New Jersey in the States.
New Jersey, okay.
Yeah, it's called the Garden State, but from where I'm from, it's more like the industrial state. But no shade on New Jersey. I love New Jersey in its own way, but it's not Corsica. We have water. We have the Hudson River. We don't have the Mediterranean Sea. But
you have New York close, so very interesting.
Of course. Yeah, no, yeah, we have New York. I won't fight against that, but very different. Amazing. And so, how did you fall in love with Italian wine? Again, I know Corsica is very close to Italy, but you could have so easily just kept in the French territory.
Yeah, but I don't like when it's too easy, you know? No, but it's just like, I don't know. I really love the diversity of the different grapes you can find in Italy, and the fact that all regions are producing wines and with such character. And I mean, what is it that you cannot fall in love with in Italy? And the food culture is perfect, and the pairings. Yeah, everything is perfect about Italian wines and the culture, and maybe the fact also that it's it's not in, I will not say it's in the shadow of French wine. It's just that French wine on the international scene is so present, and sometimes we forget about amazing products you have in Italy, and often for very, very fair prices.
Absolutely. I mean, Italy being the country with the most grape varieties in the world, it's you're never bored, and there's always something to find and to be surprised by.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
Yeah, not to say French wines aren't exciting, but I think Italian wines are more exciting. But, not trying to start that war. I mean, I can. But on that note, I wanted to ask you, if you were an Italian grape, which one would you be and why?
Tricky question. I think I could choose Sangiovese, mainly because in Corsica, in the north part, we have this grape called Nieluccio, that is basically the same grape. It's Sangiovese actually. And what I love about this grape, it's like kind of the parent of many other native Italian grapes. So I like, if I was a grape, being like at the beginning of a great and long story, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you feel like you're like an old soul, like you are really connected with different parts of history, kind of.
I would like to think like that, to think that, yeah.
Cool. I like that, the Sangiovese kind of, absolutely. No, and I mean, how can you not love Sangiovese? That's another thing about Sangiovese, is it finds its way into everyone's life, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree.
It's very friendly.
Totally.
But it can also be very mysterious.
I will call it Nieluccio. For me, it's always Nieluccio first.
Nieluccio. Okay, sorry. It's like in America we say potato. I would say Sangiovese Nieluccio. So so I'm gonna assume you've been studying, right, for VIA?
Yeah, of course. I will be very, very late otherwise.
Drinking a lot of Nieluccio and studying.
Yeah, I have to practice. I mean.
Are you enjoying this podcast? Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel, Mama Jumbo Shrimp, for fascinating videos covering Stevie Kim and her travels across Italy and beyond, meeting winemakers, eating local food, and taking in the scenery. Now back to the show.
Of course. Just you really got to smell and drink all the wine. But it is true. That is something that's funny. Is it's of course not that you have to drink in volumes, but the only way that you get better, like you're learning about Italian wine, is actually drinking it and sharing it, which you'll be doing a lot of when you're here in Verona in just a week or so. Oh, in a week actually. VIA starts in a week.
Already, yeah.
Jeez, the days are flying by. I can't. Time is not of the essence for me. Anyways, so.
Well, I think I will never feel ready because there's so many informations.
I know. I was about to ask you what are your expectations for the course and how you feel, but I guess I already sense there's a a bit of nerves coming on.
Of course, yeah. First, I hope to pass, and this is the first expectation. And if I do, actually, I would like to develop a little bit more my activity as a wine educator. And I mean, being so fond of Italian wines, it seemed kind of logical to dig deeper into this topic after my WSET diploma and try to specialize in this. And yeah, I hope to talk about Italian wines with students in the future.
Amazing. So, what is the way you feel that you can make Italian wine more sexy, if it's not sexy already, for the next generation, for younger wine drinkers to be like, yes, Italian wine?
I will use my Instagram account as I already do, like writing tasting notes on my skin to try to have like tasting notes accessible for everybody and not just always talking about wine in a way too serious way, and continue to do this short video I do, the reels, to try to have fun with wine. I mean, I want for the next generation to not consider wine as a snobby thing and just something you have to enjoy, and you share this and you have a good time, and never be afraid to be ridiculous by saying the wrong thing, because we are all wrong all the time, and we can make mistakes, and it's not a problem. And I mean, you just have to enjoy it.
Absolutely. And oh my gosh, now I realize, I think I've seen your Instagram before. Do you do the things where you like write things on your arm?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so badass. It's so cool. I was just thinking, I was like, you said your Instagram, and I was like, your name. I was like, why does that sound so familiar? Oh, what inspired that? It's so cool.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So do you use, well, first of all, my question is, because this has always been my question since I was a kid, and every time I'd write on myself and people would be like, you shouldn't write on your skin. Do you use a special kind of pen?
Actually, I use makeup. I use an eyeliner.
Ah, see, that's what you do, because that makes a lot more sense now, because I was just like,
yeah.
Oh, okay. That's so cool. Oh, yeah. Check out everyone. I mean, your details will be in the bio of whatever platform people are listening on right now, but go check out Laury's Instagram. It is freaking cool. It's really unique and hilarious and all the good things. I should have said that first. It just like hit me, my afternoon brain. But okay, cool. Well, so we see you have a lot of fun on Instagram, but what's the behind the scenes look like? Like, what do you do for fun in Toulouse?
Oh, well, I drink wine and I eat good food. No, but...
Wait, are you based in Bonn or Toulouse?
No, I'm based in Toulouse. Like, I just here in Bonn for a couple of months because my partner has a job here, but we're based in Toulouse.
Okay, got it.
No, but I like sport as well. I like to go see a match of rugby, for example, and I like to practice sport, and I run a lot, actually. And I mean, you have to compensate all the drinking and all the eating parts, so sport is obviously needed.
Absolutely. No, I like to run too. I used to hate running. I used to be like, the fact that I run now, everyone's like, you run, but it's the best, especially now the weather's getting nicer and it gets out all the alcohol and all your demons, as I say, like all your
Totally. And running, I mean, I love it. Like, when I'm in a new city, to visit a little bit of the city by running and just you're like not thinking, and yeah, run for me. It's a very good way to have fun.
Awesome. Yeah, you have to get that fresh air. Like, I feel like for me, when you can work out outside, it's just the best.
Yeah.
It's like drinking outside. It just makes the experience a million times better.
Totally agree.
Just going to say, I just had a random idea. What would be your ideal Italian wine to drink outside in the summer? I know there's a lot, but your favorite is in the daytime, like a nice breezy summer day.
I think once again, I'm influenced by my Corsican roots, and I could choose a good saline Vermentino.
I knew you were going
like
to say that.
the good salinity and good seafood. I mean, maybe to start, in the late afternoon, you start with a good glass of Vermentino, maybe from Liguria, Cinque Terre, or Corsican. I mean, we can switch to Corsica if you insist. And then we will go with some good Nebbiolo from Piemonte with a good truffle. When the sun is going down, and then you have these cool breezes from the summer. Yeah, I think it would be my perfect time outside.
Some nice summer truffles. That's very luxurious and very, very. I can't wait for summer. Summer's my favorite. So to wrap this up, speaking of food, you just gave us really great food and wine pairings already.
But do you have like an all-time favorite or like a memory of an amazing Italian food and wine pairing that you want to share with us?
I think I will just choose one that was not that long time ago. I was in Naples eating amazing pizza, of course. And in Napoli, to have like skin macerated wine from Friuli, actually, with a pizza, for me worked totally. It was amazing with the mozzarella fresca. It was perfect. And it was a ribolla gialla from Gravner. And it worked very well.
Ooh, I like that. That sounds great.
Yeah.
I don't want pizza. That's a great. I love the pairing of like a bit of like, north and south, taking the two and just making a lovely little flavor explosion of food and wine.
Yeah, I think you can have good marriages between north and south.
Now that's another topic. But well, thank you so much, Laury, for coming on the podcast.
Thanks to you for the invitation. I was really happy to participate.
Absolutely. And we so look forward to having you in exactly a week, and getting to meet you in person. It'll be super fun. It's going to be...
Yeah, me too. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. But I would like to have 1 month more to study more, but I'm really excited.
Wouldn't we all? There's a reason I didn't do VIA this year myself. But cool. Well, I wish you a blissful day, and hopefully you're drinking something lovely later or now. Who knows?
I have a Pinot Grigio from Foradori in the fridge. I think this is what I will have tonight.
Fantastic, and also supporting the amazing Italian woman in wine. Love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again, Laury. I can't wait to meet you, and we will talk soon.
Thanks. See you soon.
All right, ciao.
Ciao.
As always, a big grazie for hanging out with me today. Remember, you can catch me every Sunday on the Italian Wine Podcast, available anywhere you can get your pods.